No way! No way! Is that a... Hold on, guys. Oh my God! No way, guys! Holy... No! No way! Oh my gosh! Woo! Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another video. We are back out in the California motherlode. So today we are solo, and today I am doing something different. The last week it has been in the hundreds and over, and it's planning to be like that for the next week. So the idea today is that we sluice in the river. At this spot I have found so much gold up in the crevices and out of the river, but because I'm solo, you start to get lightheaded and about midday from the heat, because this canyon warms up so fast and so hot. And so I brought the 3mm wetsuit, my sluice, my raft, and we are going to go to a spot that I potentially think there could be some really good gold, because all throughout this whole canyon I have got extremely big gold, some ancient stuff, and so I'm hoping this spot that I scouted out could pay off. So let's get the boat blown up. Let's get some of the gear across the river and to the spot. So we have to shuttle our gear to a spot that I know no one's ever sluiced, because there's no way over there except for shuttling. And I have never seen anybody else with a raft in the river, which it's a great idea, but hiking one in is a whole nother thing. So let's go ahead and get our raft blown up. We'll get our gear, we'll get our wetsuit on, and let's start shuttling our stuff over to where we want to work today. Alright, so we got our stuff packed. We are leaving some stuff over on this side. We're only taking what I think we'll need, and some extras like crevicing tools, and just in case we do get some crevices once we get down off the bedrock. If we do, I'm hoping we can. Right, the fun part is gonna be packing all this into the raft, and we do have one other thing I have to bring, but I might have to bring it separate. It's my rock bar that I also hiked in. So for you guys wondering, yes, I am using my shovel for paddling. And you're asking, why am I wearing a wetsuit when it's 103? It's not because this water is cold. It's because I've been getting super sunburnt. So this is my lightest wetsuit I have. It's a 3mm. It'll keep the sun off me, and it'll actually kind of keep me cool, because when there's water in the wetsuit, it keeps my body nice and cool. Alright, we made it to the location. Alright, so we are at the location I was wanting to work. So it's going to be a little bit loud over here because of the raging water, but I'll show you the reason I want to work here. Oh, we got a nice little spot right here. There's bedrock coming down to all these big rocks. Might be able to clog up this pool right here. I think I might work this rocky area right here and kind of work this bedrock. So here's my goal, is to get down to this bedrock and just kind of see if we see any gold sitting on it. So I think what we'll do is we'll take all these rocks and push them as far away as I can. During the winter, this is all raging white water, so I'm assuming there's gold dropping here. This is the beginning of my second year, so I'm still learning the river, learning everything. You guys are learning with me, so the research I do is all on film. Every trip I've gone out on, it's all in film. So the successful ones, the ones I haven't got much gold, luckily I'm in California, so I'm pretty fortunate to be finding gold, pretty good gold every time. So all right, let's get our gear over here. I'm trying to think where I want to start. So my sluice I want to set up downstream, so we'll move up a bunch of these rocks, see what the material looks like under here. I do like this big pool. There is a lot of big rocks that I won't be able to get under, but I could work around them possibly. So I'm not sure if I'm even digging in the right area, but I think this is a great spot to start. So we'll I think right here, right over this rock is where the big there'll be some white water, and that's my thought for big gold dropping. So let's do it. Let's get our gear. I'm put my camera and phone over there, find a place to possibly set up my sluice, and then have a look in the water, start digging. We're gonna I really don't want to throw my rocks over there, because if the water goes down, we might have some really good gold right here. I know the water is usually raging right here, so it might be shooting off any good gold, but you never know. So let's start right here. All right, so I feel pretty dumb right now. I just found out I did not bring a pan. I brought two in my car to bring to this spot, but I did not put a single one on my backpack, which is probably one of the worst things you can forget as a prospector. That's a main essential tool. I can't believe I forgot that. That's the first time. So, yes, we are sluicing and dumping our tailings into our tub. At the end of the day, we'll keep it in the bucket, and we'll have to clean it up at home. And we're mostly going to be sluicing and sniping, so feel very dumb right now. Whew. All right, so let's get back in the water and see if we can't find some gold today. See if we could save the day. I really doubt it, but I would love to be able to test so I know I'm in the right area, you know, but that's not gonna happen. So let's get back to digging. All right, sluice is somewhat set up. I'm gonna be able to run it all day. I could change the speed pretty easily. So I want to show you guys what I found. I found this really red layer, and super packed. I'm assuming it's from all this dirt. All the heaviest stuff is going to drop right here, and it's so packed down there. I want to get in the bucket and run it through the sluice and see if I see anything. I can't do any test pans, so the only way I'm going to be able to see gold is if I run it through the sluice and I see something worthwhile. So let's get the bucket set up, get some material broken out of there, and start sluicing. All right, so what I'm gonna do is run that first quarter bucket I have just to see if I see anything, because I know that's the first place where water is moving pretty fast. We probably shouldn't be digging there. We'll be digging a little further, like right here, where the water's slowed down a little bit and it's dropped some gold. But same thing over there. I could be digging out in the middle of that pile. having better luck. But let's run what we have. The material looks amazing, but the gold could be non-existent. So let's see. Let's hope we see some gold and see if this stuff is heavy. Every scoop is heavy. I see some gold, which is a good sign. Just don't know how much. I could go grab the tub and pan it back and just see if we see anything. Let's see. Using tub or pan. Oh wow. We got some big flakes in there. It's not amazing, but we got some chunky stuff. Oh wow, that was for a quarter bucket. We got all kinds of gold in here. Let's go ahead and snuff it up, and I think we know where we're digging for the rest of the day. We got metal, we got chunky monkey. Woohoo! I did not expect that at all. I know it's a good drop zone, but this stuff is so rusty, I would not expect much gold in it. So let's snuffer this up and do a whole bucket, I guess. I've been fighting with this one rock for forever. I've been digging around it, and I think I finally popped it out. It's still a little jammed down there, but the material here looks amazing. This spot could possibly have never been hit, which I might be looking at some really good gold. That's what I'm hoping. The only thing is the material is like cement, and breaking it open takes so much work, but it could be worth it. There could be really big pieces of gold. I'm hoping to at least get a gram today. We'll see. It's almost like quarter of the day and I've only been able to get one bucket done, but let's see that material I was telling you guys about, or that rock. No way! No way! Is that a... Hold on, guys. Oh my God! No way, guys! Holy... No way! Oh my gosh! Woo! Guys, I just can't believe it. Let's go. I know that sound is probably really bad because it's been underwater, but woo! All right, I guess I'm gonna have to do a clean out since I pulled my sluice out, and then do the rest of the bucket. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have a good day. Let's do a clean out real quick. I know the water is rising here. I don't know why they're raising the water at the river. It's going up pretty fast. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on it and make sure we're in a little bit of an area that I would not want it to rise too much, because then I won't be able to get back. So yeah, so we'll go ahead and we'll do this clean out and then keep sluicing, see what else we get. Oh my goodness, here's another nice picker. Look at these pieces of gold, man. Woohoo! Really hard to pan with this tub, man, but holy crap. Oh my goodness, man. Look at those dang pieces of rough gold. Just picker after picker, man. Look at that, man. Wow. This is going to be an incredible day. We're not getting huge amounts, but already I think that piece right there was at least half a gram. My guess is 0.5. So a half a gram nugget. That's a win in my books. Let's go. This video probably won't be out for 2 months. All right, since the water has risen quite a bit, I got to redo the sluice anyways. It was moving pretty fast, so we only kept the really big gold from that hole. So this was where the sluice was. It's about up a half a foot, which kind of sucks. Hoping by the end of the day, I'm just keeping an eye on all these rocks. Like that brown one that's right now, it's a couple inches, 4 inches of dryness. So I'll keep an eye on that. If it goes too high or the river raises way too fast, we're not going to be having too good of a day. So we're going to have to raise the sluice, hoping it goes back down, because it usually does fluctuate pretty well. So let's reset up the sluice and see what's in the rest of that bucket. So far, I've seen some amazing pieces. I'm just ecstatic, man, ecstatic. Woohoo! All right, bucket number 2. It's still about that much till full, but this material is so heavy that it's better that I don't overfill it. So we're gonna go ahead and go sluice the rest of this bucket and see if we see anything good, and then we'll keep digging. And eventually I want to follow this piece of bedrock right here. There's a piece of bedrock, and there are some big boulders I won't be able to move, but I'd like to just chase that bedrock and see what we get. And there is some crevices and cracks down there too, but it's going to be a bit of work to get into those. So let's go sluice this out and see if we see anything good. I'm not seeing anything else too big so far, but there is some nice chunky stuff right here. It's looking good. I'm hoping, oh, I see something in there that seems decent size. I'm hoping because that nugget, it was in the second scoop, it still had holes to go into. It's so round, I think it would have rolled right out if it didn't have holes. I'm hoping there's no more like that roll right out. I'm hoping they get stuck. We'll keep working and see.
right, so this is the material off the bedrock. We finally hit the either a bedrock shelf or we did hit the bedrock, and it's about I'd say 3-4 feet down there. So what I'm gonna do is do a clean out and see what's sitting on the bedrock. I already see some decent gold. I see some lead. I haven't seen anything else huge except for one decent flake. So let's do another clean out. And I know for some people this is bothering them that I'm not sluicing all day, but I'd like to see what I'm working with. And the water keeps changing, so it's better I just redo it each time and I'm not losing gold. So let's go ahead and do this second clean out and see what we got for the second bucket. Definitely looking good. I'm seeing a lot of chunky gold. I don't know if the camera will pick it up. All this gold is real chunky, especially down here. We got some little pieces that are looking amazing. And then there's one really nice coarse piece right there. And there's a nice big flat one right there. I'm seeing amazing looking gold. I can't wait to get this pan back in that tub. And then there's another nice piece. I'm just amazed. I can't believe no one's thought of this. When you think outside the box, you get rewarded, you know? So I'm here to change the game of prospecting. You know, no one would have thought to bring a raft to another side that looks amazing, but it seemed like too much work. But I mean, I hiked everything in, maybe broke my back, but it was worth it so far. That little nugget just made my day, you know? Oh wow, yeah. Be very gentle. This isn't the best pan. All right. Let's see for bucket number 2. This is off bedrock. See if we get anything decent. Oh my goodness, man. Woohoo! Look at those flakes, man. Oh, wow. Woohoo! That is amazing. I don't think the camera's doing it justice, man. Those are big flakes. Those are all some decent sized pickers in there. Lots of gold. Some coarse stuff. Go ahead and snuffer it up and then continue sluicing. Loving what I'm seeing, man. Wow, that is amazing. Woo-hoo. All right, guys, we're gonna take a quick lunch just so I'm not so tired. Take a little break. The hole is getting a little too deep to where I can't even scoop out, so it's more work. I'm almost tempted to start another spot like over here behind this big rock with another drop zone, and I just have another feeling that right there where that white water, I know there's some white water during the winter too, right there. So it's kind of the first area that bedrock hits and kind of goes down right there. So I think I'm gonna have to work right there and see what I get. So I couldn't even fill a quarter of a bucket in 30 minutes. So it's like probably a 1/6 or a 1/7 of a bucket. And so yeah, let's take a quick lunch, have something to eat, and we'll maybe start a new hole depending on what time it is. Still have to hike out of here, not the long one, and then on top of that I still have to move all my stuff in the raft. So yeah, it's gonna be a hard hike with all my equipment. So yeah. All right, so decided I'm just gonna widen that hole and just drop everything on the sides. Just keep digging, man. Really hard, but more successful than my other attempt. So We're just gonna keep going. Alright guys, I'm not sure if this is bucket number 3 or 4. I can't even, it's taken me forever just to get these things filled, so we still got quite a bit of material. So I think total we ran about 3-ish buckets, maybe 4. So we'll run this one, and then I think we're gonna start cleaning up. It's taken me an hour just to get it 3/4 of the way full because of how deep this hole is and how jammed these rocks are. Definitely worth digging here. It's just super hard, but let's go move this. Let's go get this food. It's only about halfway full. Weird, this last bucket has had almost no gold, so strange. Only like 3 specks. What the difference was. Alright, so it's about 2 o'clock and it took me about an hour and a half just to fill up a half a bucket. So this material is just so jam-packed, and that last bucket, I broke some of that material and pushed it down, and I just wasn't impressed. You know, only about 3 smaller flakes and a couple of fly poops, 10 fly poops. So I don't know, that's a different blood layer. So I don't know, maybe it's because it's just the spot or what. I don't know what it is about that spot that's had really good flakes when I was working it originally. So I'm still happy with what I got today. I can't wait to get home and weigh it up. So we'll go ahead and do that. But before, I'm gonna go ahead and pack everything up and paddle all the way back, pack, and then pack again and hike out of here. So, alright, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Honestly, I was impressed with what I found. Couldn't have turned out any better than this. So we're gonna be back to this spot. I'm gonna maybe bring a couple of friends, shuttle our gear and stuff, and we'll work this spot and show you what else we could get out of here. I definitely only because I didn't bring my pan, I wasn't able to really test like I'd like. I was kind of forced to dig down and see what I got. That's a good thing too, but I'd love to test and figure out if there's other spots like this in this area that are just as rich. So we'll be back with a pan this time. But yeah, also a huge shout out to any new channel members. Really appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.
Alright guys, we are back at the house with the gold all dried up. Honestly, look at all these pickers. That is quite impressive for only 3 buckets or 15 gallons of material. I know some of the buckets weren't full, so maybe less than that, but that is amazing. On top of that, we have this nice little specimen piece. It's mostly quartz mixed in with gold, which is pretty cool. Let's see how much it weighs. 0.5 gram exactly. Alright, let's see how much we got for the other gold. There's quite a bit chunky stuff. There's all kinds of gold in there. Wow. For 3. Wow. Look at Lily. She likes what she sees. That is impressive for only 3 buckets. Not bad. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Also, a huge shout out to my channel members and Patreon members listed up on the screen. If you guys would like to help support the channel, consider checking out my website mishaboylan.com. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.
He's chasing dreams that go worldwide. Misha bears his dreams with pride, shining nuggets in the daylight. With every scoop, this tale's untold. A YouTuber digging up the gold.